Hello everyone. I'm sorry that took a minute to start. I was doing my challenge show on Project Sakai, and of course my next song in my playlist was Melt, the longest song in the game, so... Some new things this year already. You may have noticed I used a stinger that time. I've downloaded a free one. I don't remember the username of the person. Give me 1 minute. I put it in my likes. I might update this talk screen background at some point too, because this picture's already a little outdated. Let me, let me go find the username of the person who made the stinger real quick. Thought I put it in my likes. Where is it? There it is. It's someone on Booth. Japanese user. It's taking a minute to open. What's the username of the person? Raze on Booth. So yes, got that. Figured I wanted a stinger. Even if it's a temporary one, I wanted a stinger, so I got that. Before we get into the art review, I have some things to say. This will be, aside from my Balan Wonderland Wonderworld streams and my karaoke streams, this will be the last scheduled YouTube stream. I'm gonna try and do Twitch streams mainly for now, because I tend to get better interactions on Twitch. Not to say that I'm gonna abandon YouTube forever. I'll still upload Twitch VODs, but for now, for the sake of my my business tactics, as you will, we are going to stay on Twitch for now. I'll come back to YouTube eventually, hopefully, but this will be the last YouTube stream. Other than that, every other announcement can wait till the end. So let's get into it, why don't we? Let me double check that my Alright, let's Lego. Where am I? There I am. Oh, as you can see, I've updated this overlay, and I actually have a couple of other overlays updated, but those are on the Twitch scenes, not on this one. Gotta stretch. So there's nothing under the currently playing, because I'm not currently playing anything. So let's start with the art review. I want to go over pretty much every picture, so we can try. I'm turning down my BGM just a bit because it's a little loud for me. I know listening back that it's a fine volume. Right now I cannot be having that song playing super loud. So this picture, this is the first thing I did for 2020. Or not 2020, 2021. I did it right at the end of 2020, because I started it New Year's Eve, and then I finished it New Year's Day. I think I posted it when I finished it, because it says 11:54 a.m. and that's not a normal time for me to post art. So I think, yeah, I posted this as soon as I finished it. So yeah, I worked throughout the entire night. This is a 10-year anniversary picture because 2021 marks the 10-year anniversary of me and a lot of the people I know and I'm friends with meeting, because we met in a roleplay group on DeviantArt in 2011. So I drew all of our cats from that group. It was an adoptables group for a close species, and I drew all of our, not all of our cats, but I drew like 3 cats for everyone. Mine, do I have my cursor pick up? No, hold on. Let me adjust that. Let's put my cursor on. Okay, it does say capture cursor. I just, because I'm not, aha, here we are. These 3 right here are mine. These are Nice's. These are Sunny's. These 3 are Jenna's. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. Because I did this in like a strange way with some of the cats. These 3 over here are friend Co's. These 3 back here are my friend Courtney's. I believe these 3 are my friend Squish's. And then these 3 are my friend Noble. All of us met in like 2011, very early 2012 in this roleplay group. We are going through my old art account for the start of the year because I made a new art account halfway through the year. There is going to be a piece I need to skip because it's saucy. This art was not done in January. I will be 100% honest with you because I posted it in January, but this art was done in fall 2020 maybe? So this is a character that I had. She's twins with my friend's character. They're both skunks because we wanted skunk OCs and we were like, what if we just made twins? So this is my OC Stracciatella. They're both named after ice cream and they have gay dads named Ben and Jerry. Their last name is Egg. This is Stracciatella. She is a Gyaru. And you can tell this is somewhat older art because of how I drew the eyes. Like, I drew this art like a while back, and then I just posted it in January because that's when I finally submitted her to our roleplay group. This is, I was in a Noragami travel zine. This was the preview for it. I do eventually post it. Did not finish this in January. Finished it in December. We just weren't allowed to post previews until January. And I remember that because I wanted to put this on my 2020 art summary, and then they said, yeah, no previews until we say so, and so I had to change the picture. Some colored sketch commissions I did. My grandpa died very early in January, and my family went out to Colorado to go see him before he died. I couldn't go because I'm immunocompromised, and the vaccines weren't out yet, so I took some commissions to help pay for the trip. This one was for Nice of Hiroshi. This one was for Celestia of Hiroshi. Popey. This was shortly after my Popey the Performer phase. I still need to finish it. I haven't watched season 3 yet. I just thought it would be The whole reason I drew this is because, one, I wanted to draw Popey. Two, I thought it would be hilarious to draw Keitamono's mask with a mask on and then him wearing a mask underneath it. And Wakako Masuda replied to it. And she also really liked the face mask on the mask. So I was happy about that. I got a reply from Wakako Masuda. I loved that. Wakako Masuda is like one of my favorite artists. Like, since I found her art, I love it. It's beautiful. Rough sheet. I do want to do a rough sheet stream one day because I do have a character I need to work on a rough sheet for. Oops. So this is my OC Jamie. I had to speed paint with him in it, so I believe you might have even gotten the ability to catch a glimpse of this rough sheet in that video, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. My usual rough sheet setup is chibis for, like, outfits. Put their height here. Mouth. Eye. Profile view. I don't like this profile view, I'll be honest. I'll probably redo it. And then I put like their bag, and then Jamie got an extra one because he has a special thing where he has ink all over his body. And I based it somewhat off of Splatoon. You know, when you walk in Splatoon and your inkling leaves like footprints behind for a second of their ink color, I wanted something like that for him. So like anything that his ink touches temporarily turns that to his ink. I like this one a lot. I watched Hanako-kun earlier this year. And I was in a bit of a Your New Boyfriend phase. I still love the song, don't get me wrong. I still go fucking hard to this song, but I thought it would be so funny if I drew him to the Your New Boyfriend thing, because that's exactly how he acts. And I just captioned it, "Hello, Hanako-kun fandom, this is what I have to offer you." And this was also the first thing I had drawn in like a few days. I like this picture a lot. I think it's funny. I haven't drawn any Hanako-kun fan art since, by the way. My friend Ko tagged me in art thing, so quickly go through, because all of this art is from 2020. Again, dice art. I think I finished this near the end of 2020 at least. My OC Jamie and his boyfriend. This was a redraw of an older picture that I never finished, so I wanted to try and redo it. Fun fact, the cups that they're holding are based off of the 2020, I think, or the 2019 Starbucks holiday cups, because I just had some in my room. Because during the holidays, Starbucks will give you an extra cup in your cup so you can collect them. And I had like 2 Starbucks that year, so I just had 2 extra cups in my room. This was for Vocalook. I don't think Vocalook happened last year. I feel like I would have seen it if it happened. But it's basically every November you sign up to draw Vocaloids or Utaos or whatever voice synthesizer in specific fashion. And this year I did scene fashion with my favorite Utaos. And I did all that without looking up like pictures of scene kids, because I love scene fashion. This was my Rei Sakuma Kaoru Hakaze birthday art for 2020. This picture fucking killed me to do. Like, that background, that's one of the most detailed backgrounds I've done in a long time. And I really like it, but this picture flopped hard. I like it though. It's one of my favorites. I use it. This is my friend's art. This is Nightwing's art. More commissions for my family going out to Colorado after my grandpa died. This was the Resping author I was working with that year. She wanted her bird. This is the first time I've ever drawn a bird as a bird, I'll be honest. I like how it came out though. And then Nightwing's OC. I don't remember her OC's name. Forgive me, it's a Star Wars OC. Time lapses. I can definitely show that. I don't want to full screen it. I don't know how that'll look full screen. This was like, this is the first time I did a like time lapse of. Let me start from like the sketch phase. So I had a rough sketch that I did in my sketchbook that I just started doing the actual sketch over. I tried putting in text like in speed paints, but it just didn't last long enough. And then I think that's line art. Or no, that's me drawing the clothes and the hair. This is like one of those cases again of where like, this is why I don't usually show in speed paints the sketch process, the line art process, because it takes me forever. Like here's the lines and the flats. I remember I was doing the line art on the eyes and fucking clip crashed and I was so fucking mad. I was so pissed. Yeah, if you've been to my art streams, you kind of know what my art process is. And this is a picture. I posted this before we got the bigger art picture previews on Twitter, and I remember it cropped at his face originally. And all my friends replied like, this was longer than I thought it was going to be. This is my OC Jamie again. He's tall. Let me see, can I open it up in a new one? To zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Show off the details here and there. I don't use this brush anymore to do line art. This was a different brush than what I've started using. Ooh, the bots are coming in. Be gone! I'm getting a headache. Why? Is it because the first thing I've drank today is soda? Maybe. There, I had some water. Yeah, I don't use this brush to do line art anymore. I mainly wanted to show off the detailing here on the book. If you don't know, my OC Jamie is based off of... I played it during Halloween, based off the Yume Nikki fan game, The Looking Glass. He's based off of Faceless. And so I threw in like a little reference here of putting Alice through the looking glass as the book he's holding. Oh, and then I do detail the shoes and shit, even though I cover it all up. Like, everything gets shaded and then I ink it up. These are older, but I reposted them. These are still available. The only one not available is the Sheep Girl. So if anyone wants, these are only, what did I say, $15? $10 for a headshot if you want. Like, this Sheep Girl's the only one that's unavailable. But I got the Demon Girl. These are all like redesigns of older adoptables that never sold. Except the Carrot Girl. Carrot Girl was brand new. But yeah, these are available. Hit me up if you want them. For my birthday, which is the 30th of this month, my friends and I watched Fairy Foxes, which is like a fanime over on YouTube by Mystic Freaks, and so I drew the main character of it just because I wanted to. I love Fairy Foxes. It's what got me into art, so I highly recommend it. It's still ongoing. Mystic Freaks is very nice. I'm in the Fairy Foxes Discord server. Very fun in there. This was a Resping fic that I did art for. If you don't know, Resping is Resonance Bang. It's a Soul Eater Big Bang event where an author will write a fan fiction and then artists can team up with the authors and draw art for it. I really love the way they decided to preview the art for for this fic, because I did 2 fics last year. Just straight on the boobs. We'll get to that art. That art does get posted. This is my OC Candy. It's everyone's favorite piece of shit. You know what? Hold on. There is mucus stuck in my throat that should not be here, and it's not coming out. I might mute from time to time just to try and get it out. I'm sorry. Y'all don't deserve to hear that. Anyways, yes, this is my OC Candy. She's a piece of shit. We love her. She's a girl boss. She is my first girl boss OC. She's a fox. As I said, chibis for the outfits. Mouth, eyes, bag, profile view. Her profile view came out amazing. I didn't think I could do that stupid smile that I usually give her in profile view, because her smile is like one of those squiggly brackets. Because I think it makes her look mischievous. She is based off of my favorite character from Dramatical Murder, and she's kind of my way of just like reclaiming that character because it's Dramatical Murder. She's fun. Everyone loves her because she's unapologetically a piece of shit. This was some thumbnails that I posted. I finished this one and this one. This is the one where, like, when I see it, I'm gonna skip it because that's saucy. But I'll show this one when I get to her. This one I'm still working on. I want to paint it, but I'm having issues with figuring out how to paint it. I have to take a break from drawing because I hurt my wrist yesterday drawing for too long, but I don't want to. I was like a fucking art machine January. I was going nuts. Birthday art for Sunny of her Final Fantasy XIV OC. This is her OC in our group called we lovingly called the Freaky Monkey 5 because of our Discord and how we all have monkey in our name. So that's the Freaky Monkey 5. This is her character 7. I sent it. These birthday arts, they're done in colored pencils because I send them the picture in a birthday card. This is my OC in the Freaky Monkey 5. This is no Zozo Nozo. Just killed a woman feeling good. We have not done Hawk Manor yet. We've been stuck at Hawk Manor for a while because we just haven't been playing on them. But when we do, just killed a woman feeling good. Okay? Nozozo's the tank of the group. Because I thought it would be hilarious for a Lalafell to be a tank. Hold on. I'm okay. I also wanted to play as a Lalafell really badly. My original commissions post. You're always free to commission me. The soulheart.card.co/hash the #com. That's the same link. If you want to commission me, please. This is the start of a line that I've been attempting to do. It's a very slow process if you don't know. I'm drawing fan service for all my OCs that are of age. I've decided enough is enough. All my OCs need fan service. So, this is my OC, Soletta. I named her that before I started going by Soul. I need a note. This is my OC, Soletta, as a Playboy bunny. This is also somewhat of a redraw of a very old picture of her. Hold on. Very old picture of her. This was back in that adoptables group I made everyone in. Done in MS Paint. My icon right now. It needs to be updated because I don't have the elf ears anymore. I have dog ears now. But I still like how this looks. I'll be honest, I tried something new with the shading and I really like it. Because I shaded with like a purple and then I put blue over it and I thought that looks sick. The original ref sheet. This actually isn't the original ref sheet. This ref sheet went through like 2 iterations before this, but that's for later to show off. I'm still working on this. The art's all done. The video editing's done. I'm just not happy with the recording. If you know, you know. Yes, this is when I was starting up the VTuber business. Hold on, I'm gonna skip over this next piece because that's the saucy one. Hold on, you don't need to see that. We're back. I posted her on my VTuber account. This is Candy. This is my full rendered illustration of her. As you can see, she has the bracket mouth. I'm not having any frames to attack him with. I don't have much else to say about her. I love her. I like this piece a lot. Please feel like an Estes shard or something like that. Paladin's Ash. And then I also posted her to my main. Either way. I write fanfics. I won't dwindle too long on the fanfics, but I do write fanfics under Kanye West Evans on AO3. I mainly just do Gendice, Fling Polly, and Raycow. I might branch out, who knows? But for the most part, that's all I write. I also have some Soma up, but... This was a doodle of one of my followers' Lalafells. I think she's really cute. I like her. I like drawing Lalafells. This is for another mutual. This is Runa. I need to watch more of Runa. I know that they're streaming, but I have not been able to catch any stream. I downloaded a whole ass star brush to do the hair. This was also for Resping. I think my art preview is in the post, but I'll just show the art when we get there. Here's an origami travel sign. Those mountains were a pain in the ass. I remember as a kid, because I've grown up in the Rocky Mountain area my whole life. I grew up in Colorado. As a kid, I always wanted to like paint the mountains.
That
And
was
now
a
that I've done
fucking
it,
perfect parry. I couldn't have.
I don't recommend it.
Look at that. Watch.
At least digitally. It might be more fun with like acrylics and shit, but
Whoa, whoa. You guys.
digitally, I would not recommend mountains. This is an okay art piece. I kind of wish I did a little better with Hiyori, but I like it. That's what matters. This was a shit post.
I don't like your attack. I don't like you at all.
Basically, I had gone on this ramble about how all the characters in Dramatical Murder are trans mask,
Hey, fuck.
and there's like low-key evidence for a lot of it.
Sorry, let's try
And then and then Jenna said this to me, and I drew it because I couldn't stop thinking about it. I hadn't drawn noise in like years, and I drew most of that from memory. Some pictures from my stats notebook from my first semester of college. Because I had a,
Holy shit, that did all my own.
it was a pen that could record classes, and then you would just put it in like a notebook, and then if you tapped the pen to the ink, it would play the recording from that class, so I just doodled a lot during that class. So yeah, my OC Jamie, but I wanted to give him horns. I drew some Lynn hearts. 'Cause, 3 Houses had recently come out. Ray. My OC Roxy. I drew my coffee, my pencil, my phone. I don't even know what that is. Don't ask me what that is. There's a note here that said, I said I spoke Japanese and my teacher lost his mind and started speaking Japanese at me. I don't know that much Japanese, but he was like, oh my god, you speak Japanese? This was like a doodle page for Vocal Look the first year I did it. Because I was doing Gothic Lolita, Haku, and Flower. So you can here are like the hair ideas I had. And then this was where I was trying to figure out like the costumes, the Lolita outfits, that's it. The cords, that's the word I was looking for. And then down here was like a rough sketch. This is my friends and I's shared Sonic OC, Yojiro. Yojiro the cat. I was doodling her. I still have a headache. It's one of those like headaches at the back of your head, you know? It doesn't feel good. Some more. This was a Vocaween. I was doing like a rough sketch for, or a thumbnail for Vocaween. This is kind of what I did. That's not what, I ended up doing something slightly different with Ren and Len, but this was for Amazing Dolce. Because Amazing Dolce is one of my favorite Mako songs. This was for Oliver collab 2019, because I didn't do it in 2020. This was Otogi's County of Silver. This is Sly Blue. Or Alba. I don't know which one I was going for here. That face is weak, though. These are my Pokemon trainers. This was my Pokemon X trainer, and this was my Pokemon Moon trainer. I was excited because I think
oh my God,
Sword and Shield was coming out. This is a thread I have of me updating my OC's arts over the years. So like with Candy, this is the first art of her done in 2016. She's being decapitated. Oh shit!
It's not even my fault.
There she is.
And then I fucking attacked him, but no.
And then later 2016, and then I didn't draw her again her like a reference art piece for her again until February. Same happened with Jamie. Like they were drawn around the same time.
Where the fuck do I get this Dwight hitter from?
I like how he just gets longer. He just got longer over the years. Book in every iteration, different books each time.
I do it to you, it doesn't fucking work.
This one, the pose was like that because he has a skill where he can summon things from reading out of the book. If you've ever read or seen Inkheart, it's based off of the Silver Tongue skill. And that's the beginning of the thread. I don't feel like going through that whole thread though. This is my OC Lacri's dad, Hideki. I had lost my art of him because I did have older art of him, but I completely lost it when my old computer died. So I wanted to finally remake some art for him. That way he had a reference. This is Hideki Ueno. He's my OC Lacrimosa's dad. I remember I had a tough time with the locks because I wasn't used to sectioning off hair like that. So shading it was a nightmare. And then I made a time lapse of it.
I press B and it just doesn't work.
I think his face is too scrunched up. I probably should. The mouth is the issue. I wanted to move the mouth a little bit and I didn't. I'd only realized that it looked weird. The mouth looked weird like that after I had finished, and so I didn't want to mess with it anymore. This is also a small project of trying to draw NPCs for my OCs. I've gotten like 3 done. Him, Candy's twin sister, and then another character. This is what I did the speed paint of, so you can see that on my channel. This is the newer art. I very much like how this came out. I think it looks very clean, very pretty. And then this was the older art that I did in 2014. This was the first art that I ever did of them in general. Like, I'd never drew them before this point. My signature was giant. I had an issue with writing my signature fucking huge.
Yeah, see, what the fuck is that? How is that even fucking possible?
Gentaro Yumeno. There's this plushie of him. I think it's like a live merch or something like that. And the way it looks like he's wearing like a mini skirt, and so I wanted to draw that, and then I turned that into a wall Lolita kind of thing. I like this picture. This was my art icon for a while. I've been using Gentaro as my art account icon for a bit. Okay, this is the first of my Restbang pieces. This was for an AU where Medusa lost her memory. And she becomes good. So Krona's like working with Stein, and they have to interrogate Medusa who lost her memory, so on and so forth. I like how this one came out. I really like how the lighting on Krona came out a lot. So I worked very hard on that. And then I did 2 pieces. This was the first year I was able to do 2 full-colored pieces for both fics I did. I really like how Marie came out. Not a big fan of how Ragnarok came out, but we'll live. But it's called A Second Chance for Our Family on AO3, and I think it's on fanfiction.net too. There's the link if you want it. There's like the numbers at the end.
You just can't fucking let them attack 10 times before I can even hit them.
This is my OC Roxy. She is my main Warrior of Light. She's not just a Final Fantasy OC, but I like putting her into games that I play. So she's my warrior of light. She's my
The
main
fact that
warrior
they
of
can
light.
hit me through my shield
And
makes
so I
no
wanted to
sense.
draw her.
The
I think I
fucking
was
arrow.
like... Where was I? It's March?
Why?
I might have... I was either in Heaven's Ward or
Have this fucking
like
dog
the Heaven's Ward patch quest at this point.
What else was Dark Souls do?
Or
Fuck else
Stormblood. I could have
from
started
software do?
Stormblood, but I don't think I was in Stormblood quite yet.
All I gotta do is implement a
I think I
donut
was still on the patch quest. That bow was a bitch to draw. And she was also my desktop wallpaper for a while until I got sick of seeing it.
Like, how does that hit me through my shield?
She's an aura.
What, does he have fucking diamond tipped arrows? No.
This is my other Respang fic.
So how does he hit me through my
This one was also an AU. It's a little harder to describe. I really liked this fic though. I liked the other fic too, don't get me wrong. That was the first time I ever got to do like a general fic. I usually just do Soma fics. But this one was also a fun AU. Yeah, I got to do like some mini designing for the character outfits. This one was a fun piece. I really like how this came out, actually. I haven't looked at this picture in a while. This looks really good. I remember the grass was a bitch to do, though. I think I took the longest shading the grass. Like, I kept having to take breaks because it was driving me crazy. My head is still hurting. Another ref sheet. This is my OC Campanella. He's a squid, he's a kid. I made him because when Splatoon came out, I did not have a Wii U, but I was obsessed with Splatoon, so I made a squid kid. He's half based off Splatoon, half based off of Squid Girl.
Dark Souls. You're such a shit game. When did I
Chibis
get
for the
back-
outfits.
when did
I
go
designed
back
this outfit
to
like on the
running?
spot, and I really love it. I love the sailor look a lot. And I tried to make the bow kind of look like an anchor. Mouth. Eye. He has a squid form. So I drew the squid. Profile view. His bag. I love him. I didn't get to roleplay him too much, but I do love him. This is my live tweet thread. When I play Final Fantasy, I like to have live tweet threads, and I usually start them off with memes. Hold on, let me go back to the beginning for y'all.
Of course. What the fuck else do I expect?
There shouldn't be any spoilers in this.
All of them would start shooting at me at the same exact time.
Okay, so the original tweet was actually Jenna's art. So it's Roxy saying, "Let's blow this popsicle stand," because I fucking died on like a hill, and she came and revived me, and then I did what I needed for the quest, and then I said, "Let's blow this popsicle stand," and she lost her mind. Also, she was a cat at first because I was playing the demo, not the demo, the free trial, and that was before they added Aura and Heaven's Ward. Started with a comic of a true story that happened to me while I was doing my botany log. I could not get the fucking carrot seeds. It was driving me crazy. It took me, no joke, like an hour, and then I complained about it on Twitter, and then I got it.
Why? It's set so far.
And then this was my patch... No, this was my Heaven's Word thread. Because Alphino had his hood up, and I didn't realize that his hood looked like an owl, so I just out loud said hoot hoot, you know? And then my Stormblood picture. Why are you white? If you haven't played Stormblood, keep this picture in mind when you do get to Stormblood, because you will feel this way too. Why are you white? Amma, Jenna's Warrior of Light, Amma is here. Noble's Warrior of Light, Medi is here. This was also not a 2021 picture. This was actually a 2019 picture, I believe, and I just didn't post it. It was for an MS Paint Love Live Zine. So all of this was done in MS Paint. This was after Black Journey came out. I like this picture. I think it could look a little better. But for the most part, I like this picture a lot. This is my OC Kokodo. He is what Nice has said is my OC of the year. Follow up to the fan service thing. Also a Playboy bunny. He's him and Soletta are half siblings. So they're both cats. They're Scottish fold cats, so they have the little cat ears and the cat tail. He has albinism. We got to see in OnStars, because in OnStars with 2 exclamation points. They're rooming, they have dorms together, and Ray and H.E. and Ira share a room, and we finally got to see what their room looked like, and Ray and H.E.'s beds had like a fucking divider between them. And so I drew this because Clover requested that I drew this. My friend Clover requested this because I think I sent the original Stay Back Slut picture to our group chat, and she lost her mind. Also posted to the VTuber account. This is a Ferdy Burt picture. I drew this around the time Three Houses came out, and then I just didn't finish it until much later. I like it. I like it a lot. I like how Ferdinand's hair came out a lot. I'm done with this. I should note, I am done with this. I just haven't fucking edited it because this is supposed to be my stinger. This is going to be my transition. But I haven't finished it, the editing, and now I have to go through and actually add my dog ears instead of the elf ears. It's done though, I swear. Also posted to the VTuber account some Edeleth. That was supposed to be like a follow-up to the Ferdy Burt. Oh my god, the white background shows how badly I flat colored this. Yeah, I don't want to focus on that too long because the flat coloring looks bad. VTuber account once again. This is Palovia Rene from Hollow ID. She was doing a Bondody stream, so I wanted to draw her in the Poppy Pie outfit. That Poppy Pie outfit is a bitch to draw. A small sketch dump of just random shit that I never really uploaded. I just drew it. This was up here was supposed to be an Edelgard charm that I never finished. This was just a candy I drew as a warm-up. Linhart I drew. That never went anywhere. This is Molly McIntyre from American Girl. I wanted to draw her in punk attire. This was a set design I did for my Survey of Theater History class. It's for Antigone. This was for a roleplay group event. Dorothea and Linhart. Because that's my wife and that's my husband. I think I did that before Three Houses came out. I might be wrong. Amatotsuki I did for the Yume Nikki fan game design that I ran. Legoshi. Soul Wake Up, you fucked up big time. Nice. That happened because I talked about this on stream already. It was my first Animal Crossing stream. Nightwing got Ruby in her campsite, and no. Ruby was on her island hopping. She asked if I wanted it. And Nice called me because I was still asleep so I could go answer, and I said no, and then Ruby was in my campsite that exact day. That was funny as shit. My Wizard 101 characters, this one's mine, this one's Jenna's, this one's Sunny's. This is very old. This is like very shortly after I got Clip, so I was still getting used to Clip. And I was in a Wizard 101 sign. So I was drawing our wizards to put in that picture. This is the Freaky Monkey 5. Nice hasn't played Final Fantasy yet, so I didn't have a design for her character, so I just drew a stick figure and said Nice as OC. Very early Freaky Monkey 5. This is the wall incident. The original tweet says, Nice asked me to send a climbing wall to Jenna because she ran out of friend gifts to Jenna. And I get on Animal Crossing for the first time in over a month. And I go to send it to Jenna. And I type out a letter that just says wall. And hit send without attaching the climbing wall to it. There was a sequel. And we'll get to that. This was funny though. Because I remember when it happened, I hit send, immediately started losing my shit because I realized I didn't put the wall in. And I tried like desperately to get between laughs like, I forgot to attach the wall. And then Nice was also losing her fucking mind. The commission I did for Nice on stream.
I mean, I only have to use 3S to splash. I have 9.
I used this in my art summary this year, actually.
So what are you doing? Just laying down?
Rough sketch of Jennifer's body poster redraw with my OC Jamie. I don't usually do rough sketches like this. I just was like kind of doodling. We'll come back to that idea in a bit. Some fix. More fix. More fix. Jenna's birthday art of her Warrior of Light, Mira. She was in Heaven's Word at this point, so I drew her Heaven's Word outfit. I remember I posted a progress video of this on TikTok, and someone commented being like, oh, you should do circles when you do your colored pencil pictures, draw in circles. And I was like, 1, I was. 2, I didn't ask for anyone's help. I think it still came out good. Genuinely, I think it looks better on paper, on camera too. I think most of my art looks better on camera. It might just be because I have bad lighting in my room. This was a commission I did for my foster sister. Long story there, but she commissioned me to draw, and I quote, a sexy anime girl. She wanted a sexy anime girl. Didn't give me any specific characters, so I was like, I'm gonna draw my OC Roxy, because she's my sexy anime girl. And also it would be fun, because I did kind of base Roxy off of my foster sister. So I drew Roxy. My Ebe thumbnail. I really like this art. I still really like it. I think this is one of the best pictures I've drawn of myself. Ever. And then these are close-ups of all the Ebe reactives I did. This is High Society, featuring Jenna and the rats. Girl with the Umbrella, featuring Nice. This was the easiest one. Take a fucking guess why.
What?
This was Red Eyes Sunny, 'cause she's a bunny. And then I did the other version of Red Eyes with Sunny, because she likes creepy shit. She actually did do her own version of this version, and I referenced that one to make this. Did this on stream too. This was for Soma Week. The prompt was Moon. This is Soul Eater spoilers also, I should note. But if you don't know the context, that's okay. did this on stream. I don't think I colored it on stream, but I did like the sketch and the line art on stream. The lines are really thin here. I wish I didn't use thin lines. I was going through a thin line phase. I did some Pride icons. These were like remakes of old Pride icons I made back in like 2018, 2017. The post says 2017. So we got Maka. We got Soul. We got Krona. When I originally did these, I was still like getting used to drawing chibis, so these newer ones were like, I'm better at drawing chibis now. Here's Black Star. Tsubaki. Kid. It's taking a minute to load, huh? Kid. Liz. And Patty. I didn't do anyone else. I thought about doing some other characters, but my main priority was redrawing the ones that I did in 2017. This was just for the hell of it drawing, I remember. Atashi vampire ino suchate no momori momori nante Ray. I fucked up on part of his hair. If you don't know where it is, don't look for it. But I like how this came out. If you don't know, I'm pretty good at copying art styles without doing any tracing. I'm very good at copying art styles. It was just a little hard to do it when changing who the character was. Did a speed paint of this. It was a redraw of a picture I did in 2010. For 4th of July, I wanted to do it again. MS Paint only again. I think this one came out a lot better than my MS Paint only Love Life picture. And then this was the original. And
There's nothing exciting going on. Trust me, come on. There's absolutely nothing. Come on. Alright, go upstairs. Daddy's not here. I know you wish he was, but he's not.
sorry if you heard that, but that was funny. Finish the Jennifer's Body Jamie picture. I like it. I think it came out good. Art fight attacks that I received from... Ooh, this one was from Sidenko. This was of Kokoro. I really like this. I loved people drawing Kokoro for me this year. Good amount of people drew Kokoro for me. I liked that. This is, once again, Jamie and his boyfriend. His boyfriend is Sunny's OC. I like this one. This is, as you can see, this is the icon that I have for my this art account. Once Upon a Time in Shibuya comic. This was like the first comic I had ever actually finished. Some of the colors are strange because I did a black and white version of it and I couldn't tell which version I liked more, so I just posted both. Once Upon a Time in Shibuya. That shit was gay. And then the black and white version. has a charm in both versions, so I just posted both. This was vent art, that it started as vent art, and then it was a sequel to older vent art, and then I finished it because I thought the composition looked sick. And I was right. This was the original vent art. This was done in like 2016. It's to the song Masterpiece Theater by Mariana's Trench. I think it's yes, it's Masterpiece Theater. I think. I can't really think much about songs right now with the fucking Club Penguin Pizza Parlor music playing. And then this was the last thing I posted on this art account. It's self-explanatory, I think. So, we're gonna move back to the talking screen real quick while I set up my current art account. Where am I? There I am. Do 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 do. And then a lot of the first posts on my current art account were, I just slapped some gradient maps on some old art, re-uploaded that old art. I'm gonna skip over the gradient maps, though. I will show some of them because they are pieces that I still really like. Okay, so we're back. This was for a Magical Girl Zine that the Recispica and I modded. I did a fill-in piece for Ayumu. This was the gradient map update of it. I think it's sick as fuck. I think this looks cool as shit. I love this picture still. I remember I was drawing this when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, because Sunny was playing 3 for us, and I was in the middle of drawing this when she was close to the end of the game. This was for a Bandori Summer Zine that I was in. Drew Misaki. It's an okay piece. I think the gradient map definitely helped it. We were watching The Most Popular Girls in School one night, and I kept making jokes that Seizon was Hifumi and Brittany was Gentaro, so I drew it. And in specific, it was because of... And now I have returned to retrieve my, how do you say, a book?
So much fucking snow outside, dude. I'm tired of it.
God, I want to fucking murder you. We watch The Most Popular Girls in School. We rewatch it like every couple of months, I feel. And I was joking like that was Gentaro and Hifumi's relationship with each other. This was for the same Magical Girl Zine as the Ayumu piece. I worked with a writer for this one. Honk. This was a redraw of a Beastars page. This is a later chapter, but there's no context for any spoilers in this, so I'm going to count it as okay to share. But I took a page. I was gonna redraw like one other page after this, and then I didn't. I like this piece a lot. I don't draw a lot of furries, but Beastars really had me drawing furries. This was that Wizard 101 Zine I was talking about. Older picture of Candy, older picture of Jamie, older picture of Roxy. older picture of Jamie and his boyfriend. This is a picture of Roxy I like. This is my header on DeviantArt still. This is the song Living with Depression. I don't remember the producer name, but I drew Roxy to that.
Once you get over the doorway, you go.
This was an attempt at copying the art style from the original piece too. So that's why the hair looks different than the rest of the body. Older picture of Jamie to Skeleton Orchestra. This was for a Somazine that I was in.
And then go up. And then drop onto that, right? Go.
Yeah.
Go there. Because you need that key.
This was for Soma Week
You can just,
2019.
how do you...
And it was the only picture I posted for that year. This was for the first Zine I was ever in. It was a design for like, it was called Weapon Reversal. So like Meisters were weapons and the weapons were Meisters.
I don't know how to get...
So you can kind of see it, but Black Star is in the blade there.
Do that again.
Right here.
I don't remember how I did this, but that's how you do it. Then take the elevator. Okay.
Miku collab.
I'll let you figure out yourself. Make sure
Vocaloid Fashion Zine I was in. Oliver collab. This was 2018, that was 2019. Vocalook. Secret Santa I did. You can tell this was early me drawing Hype Mike fan art because I draw dice and Gensaro with their skin like much darker now. I remember I also drew this on my laptop and my laptop screen is like blue. So I hate drawing on it. I remember I kept sending screenshots of working on this picture just so I could get the colors right. The Amazing Dolch picture for Vocaween. Banzori Fashion Zine. I did a desktop wallpaper for Afterglow. Because Afterglow is my favorite band. Dramatical Murder Fashion Zine that I helped run. Vocalook. I painted this one. I'm not a fan of the painting, but I am a fan of the design I did on Haku's dress.
When I first did it, I was like, am I doing this right?
And then I did Decora for Iroha and Chika. Because Iroha is my favorite Vocaloid. Oh, I also want to go back and talk about Haku's dress for a minute. It's based off of the art that I don't know if it's official art or not, but it was based off the Wooden Girl or Vegan Lead, whatever the fuck. It's Michaela's song in the Story of Evil. It's based off the art that I remember seeing for that.
There was an item on that staircase that was broken. That's the
Cork.
item
I don't remember why I drew this. Ken and Korikyo don't interact. Fire Emblem Compendium, I did Lynn Hart's time skip design. Updated it to have a gradient map. I want to redraw this. I can do better on this picture, I think. And this picture deserved to blow up, and it didn't. Byleth Linhart. This is my Utao. This is the only Utao I have out. Her name is Rini. She is baby. She was my first Utao. Nyaneko Sugar Girls end of Nyaneko Sugar Girls anniversary art. I quote unquote always draw anniversary art around Christmas because that's when Nyaneko Sugar Girls ended. And it always has to do with Raku. I can't top this one. I can't top this picture, I think. This is my best one yet. Louis B. Stars. I just think he's neat. Then I just posted some Zine pieces that I liked. This one was not actually the Zine piece. The actual Zine piece was to draw with your non-dominant hand. But you were allowed to sketch with your dominant hand. So I did a version where I finished it with my dominant hand. This is like Crossroad Vampires. It's my favorite Ray card.
No. And you were facing the big door. I said,
This was a Tokyo Mew Mew Zine I was in. I like how Pudding came out
"Black
here.
Knight in this area. Seriously. If you kill him."
Noragami Travel Zine.
Remember where that archer was at the top of the stairs? On top of that area?
And then this was a Flight Rising Zine I was in. I drew one of my dragons. I like this one. This was 2018 birthday art for Ray and Kaudu. This was the first year I actually drew something for their birthday. If you don't know anything about OnStars, their birthdays are like literally November 2nd and November 3rd. 2018 Inktober. I drew this one, I remember, because Sif En was still refusing to give us the rainy season event with Yo and Yoshiko.
Right, I forgot that cannon.
And I was pissed off.
Yeah, well, I forgot.
And then more Yo and Yoshiko.
'Cause I got
They're my
everybody.
ship, by the way. They're who I care about a lot. And as you can see, this is the rainy season event outfits.
Yeah, this is where you started.
Sketchbook drawings of my Warriors of Light. We got Roxy, if it'll load. Roxy. This is my other aura. This is Yafia. Nozozo. And then I made Jamie into a Warrior of Light. Sunny and I have him and his boyfriend as Warriors of Light, and we're working on the story. We're only on like the level 15 quest though. Here's Yafia. This is like a proper drawing of Yafia. Quote unquote proper, it's a colored sketch, but
Yeah, that
I showed all that art. Campanella. This is a full art for Campanella.
water is what that's better. Okay. You know that door that you had to
He's
run
holding
through
things with
from
his
that,
tentacles like Squid Girl.
or the Silent Demon Squad?
He is baby. I think he's like 20 years old now. But in my brain, because I never roleplayed him, he's still 16, so he's baby to me.
But when you do, make sure you don't step on the ground.
This is what my current art icon is. This is against Hado, where I was trying a new painting method. I think I liked this painting method a lot.
That door is great.
I like this picture a lot still. Jenna's art thing that she was tagged with.
Whoa, shut the heck.
Jenna tagged me. I already went through these pictures. I tagged Noble. These are her pictures.
For sure.
I rewatched Yuri on Ice like in one night because I was feeling like it, and so I just did it. Drew Victor and Yuri because I was missing them. I tagged Celestia, so Celestia. I was part of Harvest of Anna. This was art for someone's song. Let me song link is right there. Right here. So if you want it, that's the song link. It's a good song. And so I worked with what the producer wanted me to draw for them. I very much like how this picture came out. I think that's my Facebook header right now. I drew dramatical murder fan art. I'm sorry. This specific image, like the specific CG, was a meme. So I thought it would be really funny if I redrew the CG just as is, and then posted it for the meme, and then be like, "Wait a minute, I think I misunderstood the meme." This is what my current desktop wallpaper is, because it's long.
Okay, well, what was your question?
I never finished this. This was for Posse-tober, and I wanted to do it, and then I just hardly drew in October. October, I was burnt out. But I drew this little chibi, these chibis of them. This was for Oliver 10th. It was a mini fanzine and an album. I got mine in like around the time Endwalker came out, actually. But the themes were like you do light or dark art, and I did dark. I really like this picture. This was also a painting attempt that I'm not keeping this painting style, but I did like how this came out a lot. This was an art project. We're getting to when I started classes. This was a art project with cyanotype. Basically, you coat some paper with some chemical, and then you put items on top of it, leave it in the sun for a couple minutes, and then
Oh shit! Oh no!
put it in some water with some rubbing alcohol, rinse off the chemicals, and then you get these pictures. This was a paper crane that I made. I have a bad habit of making origami cranes with spare paper, so I have a ton of cranes just laying around my desk. I actually got more because I originally fucked up this one, so I had to redo it at class, so I had to make new cranes because I didn't bring my cranes with me. So now I have more cranes. I actually have cranes like hanging around my room right now just to try and get them all off my desk. This was some like this was like a pin cushion for sewing. This was a key ring, my needle felting needles, spool of thread. This is one of my dream catchers. This one in specific was my childhood one. This one was a pencil, an eraser, and a paper clip. These are some figures. I believe this one was Kanade Angel Beats. And then this one was a Water Blue New World Yoshiko prize figure. And then this one was a button. And then my Cinderella Yo School Idol Diary charm. That has like a carriage charm on it. It's fun. I have that hanging above my bed now. And I also like coated a bunch more paper with the cyanotype. Because my teacher said that you can keep it in storage for a long time. So around like summer I can make some more. And she just let us like at the end of the semester. She was like, yeah, you can make like more of them if you want. And just take them home with you, so I did. Some sketchbook pictures. I drew this in class and like 3 people watched as I drew this. I even had one of my classmates come up to me later like, oh, I really liked your art. I saw you drawing. And I know for a fact she saw me drawing this one. I do have this lined, actually. I just need to color it. Once again, it's Ritsu and Naruko, who are my favorite Utaos. And if you don't know anything about the Viperloids are like, these two in specific are like transphobic jokes, but the trans community in Utah have like adopted them. So, this was my adoption of them. Then there's Tato down here. This was for Live 2D. Because I needed to figure out how to like rig the angles. So I drew the character that I've been testing Live 2D with at different angles to better figure it out. This is for a fic that I wrote. It's very faded. I did not like by the way, this is orange lead. I had bought a bunch of colored lead, and the orange one is my least favorite. I did finish this picture, so we'll get back to that. Oh, right away. This is Yafia and Thancred. Thancred is Yafia's ship partner.
I have
I'm actually making another follow-up piece to this right now, but yeah, gay people. This is an OC for a mini story I'm working on to test making visual novels with. Their name is Andromeda, Andy for short. They're a vampire.
what place were you at? Oh, Flytown? You gotta go.
I like this picture.
Take the shortcut from that tower that you took before.
Ray Cowdew birthday art for this last year. I wanted to shade it, but I ran out of time. And then I also mainly made this because I wanted to make this comic. Because I saw a post that was like, guy walks in with a vampire bite. Oh, you should see the other guy, a vampire, walks in with a bunch of kisses on his face. Like a cartoony kiss, and I wanted to draw that. I thought that would be funny. Every October I have a tradition of drawing my OC Jamie in a sexy pizza costume. This was this year's sexy pizza Jamie. I also have a charm of sexy pizza Jamie that I've been wanting to rerun if anyone's interested. I will rerun sexy pizza Jamie.
People in this game are stupid.
Mizuki Akiyama to the song The Beast by Spectacle P featuring Hatsune Miku, because this was when the I don't remember the actual name of the set. The tarot card set came out. And it was a Mizuki-centric event. This the song Lower went with it. And the horns, in general idea of it reminded me of the Beast, so I wanted to draw it. And down here I kind of drew like all of 25G, but slightly more focused on Aina. Because Mizu Aina. This was another art project. It was a color valued project where you have to, we had to paint papers and then put them onto like a board, and it had to be based off of an art master. This was a Frida Kahlo piece. This was like a thread of it. Here is the proper picture of what the dog doing. That's what my friends and I kept referring to it as, so it's called What the Dog Doing.
I don't like fighting her because she can grab you.
That's laying in my room somewhere. I haven't hung it up.
Fire and then grabs you.
Some more. This is from my drawing class.
It's so annoying.
Some still life practice.
I don't like this guy,
We went to the museum on my campus and just like drew from some of the displays they had. This was like a butterfly display. This was a bird. And I wanted to draw a bird so bad because I draw birds all the time. This was another still life test, but it was specifically we had to do like straight lines for the most part. Perspective shit. Teacher wanted us to make this like a little area, so I kind of made it like a little town. Then this one was do a picture of a room in your house. This was my living room, and then the next day my mom rearranged the furniture. So it doesn't even look like this. There's supposed to be shit on this back wall too, but I did not want to draw it because it was like a dog kennel and like a bunch of small things. I didn't want to do that. Charcoal picture. I kind of went off with this, not gonna lie. I liked using charcoal a lot. Then I did this in a class that same day. We'll get back to it. I finished The World Ends With You, drew Joshua. I wish gay people were real. Oops.
I tried to get Jane to
I
try
accidentally
to,
clicked on it.
God,
Did I not post
not like that.
the finished version of that? I guess not.
Dude, how the fuck do you guys not play two-handed?
Anyways, teacher wanted us to do it for our final, a postcard from 2021. I did the iCarly meme. I had to draw myself as a normal person also. I wasn't about to give myself dog ears for class because I had to show this off in class. Commission I did for one of my followers.
Ross, I don't like you. So you're gonna die.
I tried something new with the wings. I don't usually draw wings this detailed, but I wanted to try and add some more feathery stuff. I like how it came out. I was like, I'm gonna use this as an excuse to draw wings differently.
I wanted to be far away from them. These guys like you like
This was my art final for my drawing class. We used Conte and charcoal. It was like another still life practice, basically. I just used, you can also tell the order that I did these in. Because this one was first, this was second, and then this was third. It was my AirPod case. One of the charcoal pencils.
I just want to open the door.
One of my mini cranes.
Uh-oh.
A rubber band, and then my Star Twinkle stick. I really love how the crane came out in all of them, I'll be honest. I thought drawing a crane would be harder. It was actually really easy, and I enjoyed doing it.
Whoa!
In general, I liked using charcoal.
That guy's gonna blow everyone
Okay,
up.
here it is.
That guy's gonna blow everyone up.
This is another art project that was a dog. This is Tuffy. This was a picture I had taken like last year or so of him sleeping on my bed after I woke up. And then I did it in a different color scheme with a slightly different style. My mom wants to hang these up. Roxy, if you know, you know. I'm still not gonna, spoil anything. But if you know, you know.
Whoa, that guy. Big hammer is not the coolest.
This was a reply to my commissions post because I hadn't posted it on this account.
Cool, I haven't used any.
The Oliver fan book. This was for Oliver collab this year. I got to do It's Dark, one of my favorite songs ever. This piece fucking blew up, and it's because the official Oliver Twitter retweeted it. I liked this one. This one was fun. I like this song a lot. This is a redraw, again. From a 2015 piece of my OC Serenity. This is also to Masterpiece Theater, I should note. This was the original. We can... Ta-da!
Ooh, I don't like this.
And then the last piece I did for the year was another commission for the same follower of their OC. It clicked on my commissions. Love that. Don't you love Twitter? Ta-da!
No?
I worked on this while I was editing the Eve video. And then the 2021 art summary. I used Moa, the creator of How to Fool Boyfriends, template. I have been for the past couple years. So you can see like all the art choices I made. The February picture is the one that I skipped because it was too saucy. But it was also my best art for February, so. And that's where we are.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm gonna keep this screen up. I was debating going back to the talking screen, but we can keep this one up. I gotta stretch. Oh! My arm popped. So,
Oh, wait, yes.
with
Yes.
that all done,
This is back to the bonfire.
as I mentioned at the start of stream, this is the last scheduled stream for YouTube that I will do, aside from karaoke streams and Balan Wonderworld. Balan Wonderworld I will continue on YouTube. I do not want to bring it over to Twitch. Because people are really weird about Balan Wonderworld because, oh, it's the worst game of 2021. When in reality, it's literally not even that bad. People are overreacting about Balan Wonderworld, I think. It's not that bad. But because of that, I don't want gamers coming into the Twitch chat and being fucking weird about Balan Wonderworld while I'm playing it because I like the game. So that's staying on YouTube. And everything else will be moving to Twitch. Twitch I have better interactions with. And it's just slightly easier to set up. YouTube streams are just a little more effort. But Twitch is very simple, very easy. So Twitch is over there. It's right underneath my cursor. Soul Heart with a 0. Please follow me on Twitch. That's where I will be continuing streams that aren't Balan Wonderworld and karaoke.
I like when you get to unlock the, like, shortcuts.
What else is there? Oh yes, I wanted to talk other plans too. So my plans for this year is to fucking get a job.
Oh, yeah.
That way I can get a better computer and I can stream more. My issue right now is I could stream more if I wanted to. However, I am drawing on a different computer for the most part. Whenever I do art, I am on my desktop instead of my laptop because my desktop is so old that I can't really do anything on, but art. My desktop is dedicated to art and art only. So if I wanted to do an art stream, I would have to disconnect my tablet from my desktop, connect it to the laptop, transfer over whatever picture I'm working on from my desktop to my laptop, and then continue from there. And you see how that can be a little fucking annoying. So I would like to be able to do that, and I would like to be able to play more games. I would like to not have to throw on the... I don't think this one is updated to the new PNG. Let's see. I don't want to have to... Ooh. Remove that. Uh-oh.
I'll get my endurance up. So I have high.
It's not even working. Okay.
Bonfire is level 3 now.
Well, the PNG isn't working, but I don't want to have to use the computer frozen for... or frozen for bad PC crimes picture as often.
Make my Estus class more useful.
And I want to be able to just stream Final Fantasy when I play, because if I'm not streaming, it's likely it's because I'm playing Final Fantasy, and I can't stream Final Fantasy. It's too big. It hardly runs as it is. You want me to stream it as well? Impossible. So I want to save up and get a gamer computer. I need a gamer computer for art anyways, because I'm starting to draw bigger. I'm not drawing super small like I used to. And because of that,
Really good at parrying, but
my computer freezes way more often. And it's annoying as
none of the
shit.
bosses you can parry.
So, we want to take care of that, get a gamer computer,
The only boss you can
stream
parry
more,
is one is,
game more. I won't have to play Final Fantasy in this like small ass screen with the worst graphics ever. So there's that. Other things. Debut, we are very close. Literally, it's just a matter of getting assets done now and getting the time for everyone to start streaming and get used to it before debut. Because Jenna's streaming already, and Nice is very, very, very close. And by debut, I want to have maybe an updated starting screen, an updated end screen, and an updated BRB screen. I want to finish my stinger as well. Finish my ref sheet, of course. And I want to do more collabs this year. If y'all didn't catch it, I did a collab with Issa over on her Twitch. We played what was it? Long Live the Queen. And that was very fun. I enjoyed that, and I think we do plan on continuing it eventually. So follow me on Twitter, follow her on Twitter. It's Leilabana, I believe. And I want to do more collabs with other people. And I also want to do more Spica collabs where we play games together, because we want to do Gardic Phone. I kind of want to do anime music quiz with them now that I've found it. It would be fun.
The problem with Dark Souls 3 is I feel like the hitboxes are a little
And
dude, I want to play Demon Souls and Bloodborne so bad.
I need to update my Vroid model for visual novels so we can continue visual novels too. I think that's it. So, yes. Follow me on Twitter, soulheart_Spica. Follow the Spica Twitter of Spica VTuber. Follow Jenna's Twitter, which is JennaRose_Spica, I think. Follow Nice's Twitter at Red Riding Heart. She's the only one without Spica in it because she doesn't want to make a new account. And yes, that is it. So next time I see y'all, on YouTube at least, will be Balan, probably. Hopefully, eventually. I need to get into the mood for it. I've been way into art and Final Fantasy right now. Those are the only things on my mind. And then, other than that, I'll see you on Twitch. So thank you all for coming. Have a fantastic day. Fantastic night. Bye-bye.